to Business Review, a daily program that delves into the latest and most significant economic stories. From stock markets to currency news, Business Review covers the most up-to-date developments in the global economic world.
China's top economic planner has extended a total of about $44 million in funding for supporting the battle against the novel coronavirus in Wuhan City, the epicenter of the recent outbreak of the new virus. According to the National Development and Reform Commission, the fund has been allocated from the central government finance mainly for the construction of the two field hospitals to provide medical treatment for patients infected with the virus. The fund will be used for the procurement of key medical equipment for the two field hospitals to provide patients with the concentrated resources and treatment by medical specialists. The city is building two exclusive field hospitals to treat coronavirus pneumonia patients. The first one is due to be finished by February 3rd, and the second one, designed to have 1,500 beds, will put into use on February 5th. The Chinese National Health Commission announced that 769 newly confirmed cases of pneumonia caused by the novel coronavirus were reported in 30 of the 34 provincial-level regions across the country, pushing the total number of confirmed cases up to 2,744, including 461 severe ones.
China announced that the Lunar New Year holiday will be extended to February 2nd as a measure to contain the novel coronavirus outbreak. The General Office of the State Council said in an announcement that the measure is taken to effectively reduce mass gatherings, block the spread of the epidemic, and to better safeguard the life and health of the Chinese people. The 7-day Spring Festival holiday started on January 24th this year and was originally to end on January 30th. Universities, primary and middle schools and kindergartens across the country will postpone the opening of the spring semester until further notice. Employees unable to take leave due to epidemic prevention and control can take deferred holidays in accordance with the labor law. Their wages and remuneration for the untaken leave should be paid in accordance with relevant policies. In Beijing, the Education Authority announced that it has postponed the beginning of the 2020 spring semester until further notice in an effort to curb the novel coronavirus. The Beijing Municipal Education Commission said that the delay will be applied to all levels of educational institutions, from universities to kindergartens. The Commission said the higher education institutes and educational authorities in each district will provide online courses for students, make special teaching and management plans, and organize students to study at home. The Commission also suspended all after-school tutorial classes offered by commercial training agencies. Art schools in Beijing, Shanghai, and East China's Zhejiang province, including Central Academy of Fine Arts, Shanghai's Theater Academy, Shanghai University, and Communication University of Zhejiang, also pushed back the date of student enrollment exams this year, with the exact date yet to be decided. U.S. President Donald Trump touted the success of the U.S. economy in Davos, dismissing perennial prophets of doom on climate change to an audience that included activist Greta Thunberg. Trump largely shied away from environmental issues, which are top of the agenda at the gathering in a Swiss ski resort of business leaders for the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum. Trump did not refer to teenage Swedish activist Thunberg, who responded to his speech by referring to empty words and promises from world leaders. Trump, who was greeted upon arrival with a huge banner calling for climate action, said the U.S. would join an initiative to plant 1 trillion trees, but spent several minutes of his speech hailing the economic importance of the oil and gas industries. In a wide-ranging address pitched to appeal to the Davos crowd, he said the U.S. was on far better economic standing than he had imagined when he took office 3 years ago. Trump also praised Washington's relations with China, having recently signed a trade deal. It was the second time Trump has taken the stage at the WEF meeting. Too, in a wide-ranging address pitched to appeal to the Davos crowd, touting the achievements of his administration despite his unorthodox approach. Trump picked up on some of the themes he voiced in 2018.
Microsoft's CEO Satya Nadella told the World Economic Forum sustainability and trust in technology would be the drivers of economic growth for the next decade. Speaking to the chairman of the forum, Nadella warned against business embracing environmental and sustainable causes as a band-aid rather than incorporating them into their core business model. His comments come a week after Microsoft announced it would remove as much carbon from the atmosphere as it has created, directly or indirectly, during its 45th year history. The $1.3 trillion valued company unveiled the creation of a Climate Innovation Fund, which will invest $1 billion over the next 4 years to speed up the development of carbon removal technology. The software group boss also stressed the need of governments and businesses to improve people's trust in technology by establishing principles on AI ethics, cybersecurity, and data privacy.
Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido appeared in Davos, putting Latin America back on the agenda of the World Economic Forum. Elsewhere, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin took a swipe at climate activist Greta Thunberg in some off-camera comments to journalists, advising she study economics before weighing in on the debate about fossil fuel divestment. Britain has kept a relatively low profile at the meeting after Prime Minister Boris Johnson reportedly banned ministers from attending, but Finance Minister Sajid Javid was in town.
Cleanup and rebuilding efforts were underway in areas hit by recent bushfires as some businesses hoped to get back on their feet. Kurt Menzel has been running a successful wedding venue business for more than 12 years until bushfires wiped out his property, the Kangaroo Valley Bush Retreat, that consisted of a function hall, rock cathedral, lookout deck and lodging. Menzel said the retreat, located in Kangaroo Valley, a popular travel destination for urbanities in Sydney and Canberra, is fully booked for 120 weddings in the next 18 months, with the help of an insurance company and local authorities. Menzel started the rebuilding process just 2 weeks after the deadly fires. Soaring temperatures are set to stoke simmering bushfires in Australia's southeast following a few days of reprieve. Since September, hundreds of wildfires in Australia have killed 29 people as well as estimated 1 billion native animals, while incinerating 2,500 homes and a total area of bushland 1/3 the size of Germany.
Lebanese Prime Minister Hassan Diab Hassan, whose government took office, told Parliament his government would not obstruct the 2020 budget that was prepared by his predecessor Saad al-Hariri. Parliament was debating a budget first drafted by Hariri's government that quit in October in the face of protests against the political elite blamed for the crisis. Some parties boycotted the session, with critics arguing that the Diab government should have presented its policy statement, won a vote of confidence in Parliament, and then presented the budget itself. Some protesters have rejected the new cabinet and accused the political elite of ignoring demands that include an independent government and fighting corruption. Lebanon is in the throes of a financial and economic crisis caused by decades of bad governance and state corruption, twinned with a liquidity crunch that has led banks to impose informal capital controls and the currency to slump.
This has been Business Review, your daily source for the most critical stories in the financial world. Tune in next time for the latest financial news impacting the world economy.